We're here with Richard Munao from Cult. Richard, thank you so much for joining us.
Very well.
Now, why don't you tell us a little bit about your role with NAWIC?
Well, about 11 years ago, we met Sarah and talked quite a lot about how we could actually help with the whole thing about gender diversity and what NAWIC was doing. And I guess like all these sorts of things, I'm quite passionate about inflicting change.
Yeah.
And I guess our view of being able to do that was, apart from what we do day to day in our business, was what could we do to support this cause? And the IWD scholarship discussion came up, and I thought, well, what if we can sort of, donate furniture that obviously then we could auction off, and from there we could actually put that money towards a scholarship.
Fantastic. Well, tell us a little bit about the scholarship, because it really does help younger women improve their careers in the construction industry.
Yeah, well, it certainly does. And I think the thing that I sort of like about being involved, and obviously what we do with the donation, is really, in a sense, every year the funds that go towards, I guess, the auction prize come back towards where we look at, I guess, women in construction that come back with great ideas on how we can improve the industry, how we can improve diversity. And I've been fortunate enough to be involved in many of the judging, and I guess the amount of ideas that come through. I mean, this year was absolutely...
That's a cracker, wasn't it?
It was an absolute cracker, and it's interesting, going into schools and it's so much. I mean, with a son and a daughter, it so much touched me in that particular case as to would my daughter go into construction, and anyway, it was.
Well, it's nice to have that option, isn't it? And as I think they pointed out in the awards ceremony, it does start at those grassroots in school.
It certainly does,
So,
and I think it's interesting to see even your own sort of view on these things.
Yeah,
so
absolutely. Well, tell us what it means to be part of this awards ceremony for you and for Cult.
Well, it's hard to sort of show when I go up there and talk about a product how proud I am for our business to be involved in, and I guess in seeing change that we're actually being involved in. I mean, Sarah and the team work tirelessly, and we sort of come up for one awards, but I feel we actually do contribute during the course of the year, in the sense that we do it in our own business day to day and make sure diversity is and equal opportunity is one of the things that I sort of strive for in an industry where probably a little bit different to construction for us with design and architecture. There's probably there is a good mix, but I think, having been a cabinet maker from way back, I mean, I tend to find numbers are always stacked.
Yeah.
And it's nice to be able to see that the numbers are starting to change, and actually that women see a future and a career in the construction industry. And I think being involved in that makes me quite proud.
Absolutely. Well, of course, there are so many inspirational women here tonight, and we've seen many of them on that stage. If you had to give a piece of advice to any younger women sitting in that audience about, considering a career in construction, what would you say to them?
Look, I think it's interesting, this whole gender diversity thing. From my perspective, whether you're a woman or you're a man, I keep saying, go out there, do what you're passionate about, do it in the best possible way. And I do believe that actually things have changed. I do believe the opportunities are there. Believe in what you do. Things like this actually show that there is a change in what's going on, and there is a change in belief. And to see awards like this, where 1,100, as we had said tonight, the biggest sort of, I guess, industry event, sit-down industry event, just shows what's going on and shows the support that women do have.